What's up, people? Here on a podcast with Chief Ratman Studios. He's the guy who commissioned me to react, get Coffee Bean to react to that cartoon trailer that reminded me of the Ninja Turtle called Peek a Boom. So, how you doing, man?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. And you are?
I'm all right. Um, okay, so give us some context, bro. Who are you? How did you find Coffee Comics? Why'd you reach out to Coffee Comics?
Well, my name is Rasan, aka Chief Ratman, and I am a novelist. And I, my goal is I really want to obviously succeed as an author as much as possible, and to the extent like really further beyond if by my desire, but of course, as much as possible. And when I saw your videos of like your critiques, and when I saw your videos of your concerns and frustrations with how this industry is happening, I agreed with a lot of what you were saying, man. And I was like, I really wanted to contact this guy. He really knows what he's talking about, and that's what made me want to contact you as well. Also, as an aspiring author who seeks success, I am trying to obtain exposure and marketability, and so I thought this would be a wonderful start.
Nice. Now, when did you start noticing things going wrong in the entertainment space, comic space? What was your first? What was the first series you noticed that nah, I'm seeing a pattern here. Something is off. When and what?
That's a very good question. Um, let's see. When I first started noticing the problems, okay. Well, how can I say this? I remember back in 2012, um, when Sword Art Online was released. But now, don't get me wrong. Unlike most people, I'm not afraid to like what I like. I do like I still like Sword Art Online. I know there's a lot of critique about it, but I still like Sword Art Online. But I can remember in 2012 when Sword Art Online was released on Netflix. Um, at first, it was it got received positive reviews, and then later people started over like criticizing it and nitpicking it and stuff like that. And I totally agreed with a lot of the criticisms. I do believe a lot of the criticisms were valid, but I still found myself enjoying Sword Art Online. But from that moment forward, I did start to see like similar patterns with modern animes as of right now, and yeah, like it really is undeniable, and I'm happy to see someone like really pointing it out. You know what I mean? Like seeing it and discussing it and voicing their concerns. So yeah,
So when
that's
you,
when.
uh huh. So when you first saw it, I remember people bickering about Sword Art, but I never liked it in general, so I never knew what happened. Can you tell the people exactly what happened? I think they say the female character got raped in front of the male character.
That was one of them, and how almost all the female characters liked Kirito, and like how he and how it was unrealistic of him to be this overpowered protagonist in this world of Sword Art Online. Um, but honestly, because I still like Sword Art Online, I have a few counters with a lot of those because he was a beta tester. You know what I'm saying? Like he played the game before all the other players had access to it. So it makes sense that he has more experience in that game. And And so like that's what I'm saying. I kind of agree and I kind of don't agree, but that was the one way where Asuna was, horribly harassed near the end, and of course all the female characters liking him, and then him being overpowered. Those were like other like of like a few other critiques, few of many other critiques that people didn't like about it, and that was it. Like there's more, but that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, so ever since then, you've been noticing, um, like the people who also notice on the internet space, because I started noticing the BS. Let's say maybe 2020, because I was just trying to, build my life up in the real world. I wasn't on the internet like that, and then COVID happened, and we all got locked in, and all of a sudden, most of your life is on the internet, and then they give us all kinds of entertainment that's jacked up, and we see what's going on. So when you started noticing, were there other YouTubers or anyone who was commentating on this issue years back?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Did they
yes,
try
I
to
remember.
counter it though? Because that's what I have failed to see. I haven't seen many people who try to counter this Marxism assault
Um, okay, so when you say counter, do you mean like countering as of now or back then?
back then.
Okay. Okay, especially back then, I did not see many YouTube speakers countering again for sort of online. But I remember the Anime Man, who's also known as Joey. I do remember he, along with like other YouTube speakers, heavily criticized it. And although they had good criticisms, what I'm saying? Again, me personally, I still, at least the first, I don't really like the new sort of online direction now, but at least the first 14 episodes, the first season, the Aincrad part, like, that was objectively, I'm speaking objectively, sort of online, the first part served its purpose. Objectively, it served its purpose. So that's it. But like, anyway, to get back to your question though, Anime Man is one YouTube speaker who I can name off the top of my head who criticized it, and a few other underground YouTubers who I really do not remember who spoke about that a long time ago. But Anime Man, because he's obviously the most well-known one. You know what I mean? He's the most well-known. I mean, and I think Giguk, is that his name too? Giguk,
Uh-huh.
the yeah. Yeah, I think you know who he is, Giga. Yeah, I think he criticized it. He's another one that criticized it as well. But I think a lot of people also criticized it, not necessarily because they thought something was wrong, but because other people were saying it, so they just agreed with it, and they basically based their own opinions off of what someone else is saying instead of like enjoying it for themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Well, it took too long before people can start actively trying to counter all the slop and all the garbage. And now, in a way, it's like we're pretty much surrounded. So,
Mm-hmm.
for your endeavor with Pick a Boom, when did you start like writing the story? Um, when did you decide that you know what you want to take this seriously?
I started writing Peekaboom actually at the end of 2024. That's when I started writing Peekaboom. And technically, I've actually been writing for almost. I just turned 29. I just turned 29 actually. Um, so I've been writing for 10 years. I finished Peekaboom when I was 28, and I just turned 29. So I think back um, in, I've always taken writing seriously. There's no point in my life where I was like, now I'm going to start writing. I'm writing seriously. I've always um, my craft very seriously. And so, but I will say this, um, with my with Peekaboom being on my own website, I will say this is my around late 2024 when I started writing it. I did say this will be my passion. This story will be my main passion, the one I'm most serious about, and I want Peekaboom to be my my Goku or my not Dr. Slump, but my Goku or my Mickey Mouse or something like that. I want him to be like the mascot of my company. You know what I mean? Like my Sonic.
Okay. Well, what
Yeah.
took you so long? Because 2024 is not that far behind. Why did it take you so many years to write something that could be your mascot? Because other people, they change mascots throughout the years, but it sounds like you took a while, and it also sounds like this is your first ever mascot.
I wouldn't say it took me that long. Yes, at the end of 2024, that's when I started writing it. But I finished it in what was it? April, April or March? No, April or May of 2025. It's been out. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for basically a year now. It's just I'm just now getting a chance to like really share it with people. You know what I mean? But yeah, it took me like maybe 4 or 5 months to write it.
How many pages is it?
130.
Okay, so you've been having a completed book for pretty much a year now.
Yeah.
Why have you written a second volume yet?
I'm already writing the sequel right now. I'm writing the sequel right now. I'm like already, I've already written like 35 pages of the sequel, and so it's coming together rather quickly, man. So I'll be done with it. Matter of fact, I'm confident I'll be done with the sequel in say 4 months.
Okay, well, I guess that's not too bad. One book a year is not too bad. All right, and What's the whole story inspired by? Tell us about the story, basically.
Okay. Peekaboom is about my character, Swones Princeton, who travels from planet to planet and does space inspections on other planets. He also pursues space fugitives who are the most wanted criminals throughout all of the galaxy. And he is supplied with an arsenal of futuristic atmospheric weapons that he uses to battle or combat and apprehend these warhead aliens that he encounters on other planets. Um, you could say basically like a realistic Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if you played that game, but I love Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, um, Halo, a little bit of Metroid, and then I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, his armor is influenced by their design. He's not actually a turtle himself, but his space armor is influenced by the Ninja Turtles. And instead of ninja weapons, he uses military weapons, galactic space military weapons of his own customizations. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I also like James Bond too. Like James Bond, he would go like he's an agent, and he like travels the world and goes on missions like as an agent. So I wanted to have that same concept, but take it outer space.
Okay. Um, and who's your target audience?
My target audience, because I happen to be, I don't like calling myself a kid per se, but I must admit that I'm pretty much a kid at heart. And um, technically anyone of any age can enjoy it technically, but objectively, um, I wrote this for children between the ages of 12 and 15, and maybe you could stretch it to 18, but 18 is almost an adult. But yeah, pretty much though, between the ages of 12 and 15. Yeah.
All right. And did you think about the best way to distribute a book that is for those age groups?
Did I think? I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. Did I think about what?
Did you think about what's the best way to distribute a book like this for that demographic?
Oh, I have thought of many ways. Um, I thought of many ways of how I could do that. Um, Obviously, at the time though, resources are far and few between. And you know what I mean. But I've thought of many ways of like to spread the news, and interviews is one of them. Um, and let's see, I do have like videos in mind, like creative videos in mind that can help me. What do you call it? Share it as well. And especially, I happen to I study and speak other foreign languages as well, and I'm hoping like once I become well, I'm pretty decent in another foreign language that I won't reveal yet, but I'm pretty decent in it, and I'm hoping with that foreign language I can go international as quickly as possible.
Is it Japanese?
No, it's not Japanese. No, it's not. It's not. It's
All
not.
right.
Um,
Do you at least speak Spanish?
sí, yo también puedo hablar español. Actualmente, ahorita escribiendo mi libro en español mientras hablando. So yeah, what I was saying was, yeah, I do happen to speak Spanish as well. In fact, I'm writing the Spanish version as we speak. So I'm writing the sequel to the first book, as well as doing the Spanish version of the book I've already written. So yeah, I did just say that I wasn't going to reveal it yet, but you're pretty good at making things interesting. So yeah,
Well, I
you
do
got me,
think,
bro.
yeah, I do think at least speaking Spanish is going to be of great help. You know, I don't know what it's about, but the Spanish seems to give a lot of things a chance. So hey, that's a good place to go into. Okay,
and
when it
and
comes,
and because
uh huh.
go ahead. I'm sorry. What did you say? Wait. Were you?
Now I was collecting a thought. Go ahead and finish up.
Oh yeah. And so mi otra razón que por qué quiero aprender español. Okay, the other reason why I want to learn more Spanish is because I'm actually located here in California, and like here in California, bro, there's a lot of Latinos, especially like near Oakland, where I'm at, and so like I have a lot of Latino friends, and like Mexico is like literally like right there. Like San Francisco is just a bus ride away, and then from there I can go to San Diego. And once you get to San Diego, you're pretty much in pre-Mexico already. That's basically pre-Mexico. Like after that, it's just a border at that point. But yeah, man, that's another reason I'm so close there. Why not, right?
Exactly. Now that's making the most out of your circumstance. You know, the thing I always repeat all the time. So that's what's up. Um, Now, when it comes to the art of it, like the front cover, did you draw that yourself or did you get a guy to do it?
um, yeah. So honestly, my friend from the Philippines, I hired him. I have a lot of connections in the Philippines, bro. Wait, can you hear me? First of all.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, okay. Anyways, yeah, I have a lot of connection to the Philippines, and my friend from the Philippines, he illustrated the front cover for me, and I've written the whole book by myself. I at one point did want to be a cartoonist and like wanted to, but I never learned how to draw. I never learned how to draw. My older brother was good at drawing, but he was one of those real world people. You know, it's the real world, sink or swim type people. So yeah, he kind of left me to drown in the aspect of drawing, right? So never learned how to draw, but thankfully I can draw with words, if that makes any sense. And actually, ironically, it comes full circle with Sword Art Online. Another reason why I like Sword Art Online too was because I thought Sword Art Online was like most animes that was based on a manga, but I did more research and I actually learned that Sword Art Online was based on a light novel. So I was like, wow, that was based on a basically a light novel. So like it wasn't based on a manga. So I could just write my own. And then boom, here we are. No lie. That's how it happened.
Right. Okay. Though I do think, I mean, it would you'd be broadening your chances if you turned it into a normal cartoon book. You know, keeping the style grounded to that early Nickelodeon Ninja Turtle style. I think that'd be cool. You know, creating a version of the book in that style. You
I
ever
think
thought?
so too.
Yeah,
I think
definitely think about it, man. Like, I think it would be really cool. Okay. Well,
I, I
mm-hmm.
would love to. Okay, so like once I get, if I can get enough exposure and support, I would love, absolutely love to like have like a comic version, a comic conversion of it, of my story. Like I would love to do that. I mean, I'm still open for it. You know what I mean? Um, as long as the artists are like very cooperative and they're not hot headed like a lot of them were. Like I remember when I first was, I remember when I accepted that I wasn't going to be able to draw, and I started looking for people to help me draw it. I ran into a lot of artists who were so hot headed. They were either too hot headed to work with, or just unrealistically expensive.
I
And I
know.
could see if like you was like working for like Marvel or DC or something like that, then you could have a prices like that. But if you just starting out just like me, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, in my opinion, I think there should be a little bit of room for negotiation. But a lot of them wasn't trying to hear that, so I was like, okay, I mean, all right, I'll just write it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a big problem these days. These artists are they out of control, bruh. Seriously out of
Yeah.
control. But you know the way you put if the word if you get more exposure and support. I think that's a bad thing. I see most artists or writers are doing that. It's like you're trying to measure the interest people have in your product in general. In today's world, there aren't people who are interested in new things. They have like a cemented, established place to consume entertainment, whether it's YouTube or it's on the Shonen Jump app. Other things that are outside of those establishments are just distractions for them. I mean, they even use those things as distractions. Really, there isn't a full engagement. They do those things only to have, like, to be able to have a conversation about the last chapter of Kagurabashi on the Discord server. It's got nothing to do with actually assessing the uniqueness of Kagurabashi. No, it's the whole thing of, hey, it's a party, Kagurabashi party. I don't want to miss it. So I'll go skim through it and maybe tell the AI to read the chapter for me and summarize the notes. So what we got right now is I once said this before that going forward, it's no longer going to be survival of the fittest. It's going to be survival of the truest, right? And I said that in the context of the creator of Gachi Akuda. She did everything right, right? Her art's great, her story's mid, but whatever. And she's nice, she's a nice person. She's weird. She appeals to all the non-binary freaks, but all of that
Yeah.
was not good enough. They still threw her under the bus, right? They threw her under the bus. So that means you can't win. Um, it's going to be survival of the truest. She was mad that people are pirating her stuff, and I'm like, look, they don't like it enough to buy your story. Your story is actually it's lame. It took too long to get to a point. We still don't even
Right.
know the grand point, right? So
Hmm.
it's like that's your own fault for being a bad writer. But there's so much hype around it because it's the only shonen right now
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
buzzing.
Yeah.
You see, so
Yeah. Yeah.
she's demoralized, but she gotta keep working to pay the bills, right? But in our sense, is that if you're going to question if you should continue with a story based on how many people are interested, you're gonna get demoralized real soon.
I
That,
see what you mean. I see what you mean. All right, yeah. All of what you said, you are so right, my friend. Listen, bro. Like when I said if, just because I say if, that doesn't mean like that doesn't mean that. I mean, if is if, but like trust me, my confidence is what I'm saying is infinite. You know what I'm saying? My confidence is infinite. So like if is just if, but I'm so confident, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna make this happen. Like I will make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I should have said when. And an aspect of like your example of Gachiakuta, and fandom and like survival of the truest. Um, yeah, dude. There's so much um, to be said. You know what I'm saying about that for real, man. Like the story, like you said, the story is mid. It is. The story is mid. Yeah, I had to admit that, dude. I mean, but that's not to say that I don't like it. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. And I do agree that her story is the best out there right now. I do believe it, and I think you know, um, because of that, that's why it's getting so much traction because it's the best right now. And if I was her, I would definitely take advantage of that as much as possible because there's actually another manga right now. Hasn't been adapted yet, but there's another manga out there. I think isn't it called Kakurabachi, right? Have you heard of that one?
yeah, the one in Jump.
Yeah. Um, a lot of people are talking about that one, and uh, I think as soon as that one gets animated, that one's gonna outshine Gachuka quite easily.
Well, bro, I
You know what I
think
mean?
I think you're late at the party because the trailer of Gachi Akuda's anime was released 2 weeks ago, right?
Oh, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, and it was somebody admitted in the comments that we memed this story to relevance. Gachi Akuda sucks ass in terms of story. It's just a visual spectacle. And that's all these dumbasses care about. It's got the three primal instincts, right? Well, just one out of three extreme violence, right? The main character is a killing machine who basically has no honor, who admits that I've accepted that I'm going to go to hell with the rest of y'all. I only care about one thing. He's so one dimensional, robotic, stiff, you know, and boring. The dialogue is so soul sucking. You just want to cheese grate
Yeah.
yourself. So, look, these fandoms are all fake, right? Mother effers can only talk about the spectacles of what they see because they cannot engage with the narrative. Not because there isn't one, well, these ones don't have a narrative, but mostly because the narrative isn't there and they just suck at understanding the nuance of things. So I'm saying that people in the indie space, you got to make a book because you have to make a book. What's going to carry you through the times when No one cares about you. Ain't no phone call coming, no likes, no retweets. On a dark day, is going to be the fact that your inner man wants to tell the story. You're not going to get an extrinsic motivation to tell the story. It has to be intrinsic, right? Because what if people don't buy your stuff? What if people are too stupid to understand your stuff? Does that mean you're the problem that you have to quit? No. But a lot of people function like this that, oh man, they don't get it, they don't read it, I don't get enough feedback, so I guess I gotta cut it. And then what do? They play these dungeon games. They want to go to Kodansha, get locked in that dungeon, Manga Plus, or some Twitter games. And I'm like, y'all just burning yourselves out and you're not getting anything done. 5 years, 10 years goes by, and you're like, damn, what have I even done? And niggas won't know, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's just something to think about because going forward, bro, I can see, man, these people, they like what they're told to like. Invincible,
Yeah.
despite being trashed on, justifiably so, people still watch it. It's they watch it because it's the only thing to talk about at the moment,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Look at Star Wars right now, the
Hmm.
the the Maul series, right? Darth Maul had
Yeah.
its own series, very
Yep.
short, 10 episodes. I'm like, that's it, but it was great. There was not
Yeah, I
enough.
know. I loved it. Dude, yes, the mall was great. Dude, I absolutely loved it, man. I was like, ooh my gosh. Like it and like, man, dude, like I wanted more. I wanted more. I was mad that I finished all the episodes that quickly. So I can't wait for
Exactly.
more, bro.
Exactly. Now, I assessed the online space on their reception of Maul. What was it? Mother effers were complaining. Darth Vader didn't say a word. Um, the Devon's master shouldn't have landed a hit on Vader. Problems upon problems. Dave Filoni
Yeah.
is an idiot. Disney Plus shouldn't do. I'm like, are you people engaging with the narrative and how well this is written? The answer is no, right? And this is just the culture of the internet. You create something good, they'll only talk about the bad. If something is legitimately horrible, well, you just gave them more ammunition, right? You can't win anymore. So now it's like I've been looking for somebody who can talk about how well written Maul is. Nobody, bruh. They're all talking bullshit. I'm like, you see, y'all, the modern consumer does not deserve something good, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
when it's good, where are you people who been complaining for, hey, we need something good? Well, here it is. I don't see you making a video, cut it, like breaking it down, why this was so well written or that was so good. You don't see that at all, bruh. So, hey,
Yeah.
um,
And I haven't seen anyone talking about it neither, but we can be the first, man. Bro, it is I really like I was hooked the whole way through, man. Like I was one episode after another, and like thinking I was it's almost like I feel like a kid again watching that stuff, bro. It's like, man, this is really good. You know what I mean? Like, wow, like how like I don't want to spoil it, man. I don't want to spoil, but I mean, you've already seen it too. But like
yeah,
for those watching, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean, though, dog.
Especially like episode 3, Maul said everything I was saying when I turned 30, and I was like, all the established foundations of how you should be and the conclusion of what it means to be this, all of that got washed away. And that's in the context of when he was telling Devin of like, I know how the Jedi taught you. I know that you believe that your destiny is this. I know what
Right.
that's like. But now we're in a situation where you must adapt. Your
Yeah.
teachings are no longer applicable
Yeah.
in this new
Yeah.
world. I was like, that's what I said, you know? So
Yeah, and
it was
he's really
perfect.
patient with her. Like, and she could see that she was really at one point. I thought she was gonna like, you know, side with him at one point. Like, she was. You could tell she was thinking about it, bro. You could
She
tell.
was thinking about
Like
it.
she was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
like it was. Oh my! And I was like, yo, side with him, bro. Like you might as well, but you know. So yeah, I don't want to
yeah,
say too much. You know, I don't want to say too much, bro. It was too good.
I recommend if y'all haven't watched Mall,
For real.
people go
Yeah.
watch it because
Please.
even though we
Yeah.
know how Maul's story ends, right? If you've watched Star Wars Rebels, the Disney fluffy one, I didn't watch that one, and honestly, I don't want to. Um, it's not so pleasant, but I admire Maul's determination in still trying, you know. And in a way, what we are living through right now, we are the resistance towards the empire, right? The empire has won. Sidious has his minions over there. He's got Trump. He's got Netanyahu's got all those mother effers ruining everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sidious is up there, and we are the resistance. But if
Yeah.
people, that's the thing. What I hate about modern people is that they receive ideas as nothing but popcorn material. An idea is supposed to trigger action, right? People can say we live in a time where there are no more gods. I would say there are more gods now than there ever have been. The Goku's a god, right? You could say Ichigo's a god. Why? Because these characters are ideas, ideas personified, and that is a god, right? So it's like there's a massive pantheon of gods that we grew up with that you're supposed to take those principles and apply them to your life. But these mother effers have not done that. Then you're gonna get something like Maul coming out showing us somebody who lost his way because he got screwed, tries to redeem himself, accepts the
Yep.
reality, tries to fix
Yep.
everything, tries to do what he can. I'm like, man, y'all are not supposed to be taking this as popcorn, bro. You're
Right.
supposed to be taking this as power, right? Channeling it
Yeah.
so you can do something. But no, it just goes to show how demoralized the damn public is. This modern generation, they're like they can't be moved. You know, it's like is your
Yeah.
heart that made of stone, bruh? Like it's a tombstone. You know, they can say, "Oh, that felt a certain way." Like mother effer, if it felt a certain way, do something. You know, do something positive.
Absolutely.
But oh well. Yeah, I think we've covered everything we needed to cover, man. Was there any other thing you wanted to relate to the public about your product?
I do, man. I do. Um, I, like I said earlier, during this whole this whole speech, I'll be done with the sequel in 4 to 5 months, and it's coming very quickly. It's coming very quickly, and I hope this whole conversation encourages you all to really give me a chance, you know, and that mistake you pointed out in the video, man, it has been fixed. I
All
thank you
right.
for that, because without you, man, I would have never seen that, man. I wouldn't have saw it. I didn't see it until you put it in the spotlight. So, but anyway, for those of you listening, please give me a chance. You will not be disappointed. Sequel's coming out, and give me like 4 to 5 months. It will be out. You won't regret it. And um, I'm telling you, not if, but when y'all, or at least half of y'all, give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? This will this will be a space story like no other.
All right. Well, give him a chance, y'all. The link is in the description box. So I'm gonna end it here.